Chapter 6. Monsters. Perseus and Medusa. King Acrisius ruled the city of Argos in ancient Greece. He had been warned by a fortune-teller that the son of his daughter, Danae, would kill him. He was a cruel king and locked Danae in a tower to keep her away from the attention of men. But as soon as Zeus saw Danae, he fell in love with her. He changed himself into a shower of gold and shone into the room of the imprisoned girl. They became lovers, and Danae bore Zeus a son, Perseus. When Acrisius discovered that his daughter had given birth to Zeus's son, he was enraged. He placed them both in a chest and threw it into the sea. The chest drifted to Seriphus, where it was found by a kindly fisherman named Dicte. He took them to his house, where they remained for several years. Perseus grew to manhood on the island. Polydectes, the king of Seriphus and brother of Dictys, befriended the two and after a time wanted to marry Danae. But Perseus did not trust Polydectes and would not allow the marriage. He became his mother's protector. This angered Polydectes, who sent Perseus on a dangerous journey. Perseus was to kill the Gorgon Medusa and bring back her head. Polydectes was certain that Perseus would not return from this dangerous journey. Medusa had once been a beautiful maiden whose hair was admired by all. But Athena, goddess of wisdom, was jealous of Medusa's beautiful hair and changed Medusa's curls into hissing snakes. Medusa became a cruel and frightful monster. No living thing dared look at her face for fear of being turned to stone. All around her cavern were the stony figures of men and beasts that had caught a glimpse of her eyes. Athena and Hermes felt sorry for Perseus and decided to help him fulfill his challenge. Athena gave him her shield to protect him from Medusa's face. Hermes gave him a sword to slice off the Gorgon's head and winged shoes to speed him on his flight. Perseus set off and eventually caught sight of Medusa and her two sisters as they lay sleeping. He quietly flew down and, looking only at Medusa's reflection in his shield, cut off her head with his sword. He escaped just as Medusa's sisters were awakened by the sound of the snakes hissing. After many adventures, Perseus returned to Seriphus. There he found that his mother had taken refuge from the violent advances of Polydectes, so he showed Polydectes the head of Medusa. Polydectes was immediately turned to stone, leaving Dictys to marry Danae and rule in his place as king of Seriphus. Over time, as Medusa's head lost its power, Perseus gave it to Athena. She placed it in the central shield of her breastplate, and it became the symbol of her power as a goddess.
Pegasus and the Chimera. The people of Lycia lived in fear of the Chimera, a fearful, fire-breathing monster. The front of its body was part lion and part goat, and its rear was that of a dragon. King Iobates called for a hero to destroy it. A brave young warrior named Bellerophon had just arrived in Lycia with a letter from Proteus, the king's son-in-law. The letter commended Bellerophon for his bravery, but also asked the king to execute the young man. The request was made because Proteus believed that his wife, Antea, had become too fond of the young hero. When Iobates read the letter, he could not decide what to do. So he ordered Bellerophon to find the Chimera and destroy it. Bellerophon accepted the challenge, but before he departed on his quest, he visited the fortune-teller Polydius. Polydius told him that he needed to take the wild winged horse Pegasus on his quest, and he advised him to ask the goddess Athena for her help. Athena gave Bellerophon a golden bridle that would tame Pegasus. When he mounted Pegasus, it rose into the air. He soon found the Chimera and quickly killed it. Bellerophon returned victorious to King Iobates. Bellerophon was set many more challenges to test his courage over the years. But with the help of Pegasus, he succeeded in winning each of them. To reward him, King Iobates gave Bellerophon his daughter in marriage and made him successor to the throne of Lycia. At the height of his prosperity, Bellerophon even tried to fly up to the throne of the gods atop Mount Olympus. In anger, Zeus sent a gadfly which stung Pegasus and made him throw Bellerophon to the ground. He was badly injured and blinded. For many years, he wandered the land until he died miserable and alone in the desert.